With 4 convenient locations and doctors of all specialties, Utah Eye Centers is the clearest choice in eye care.
Call or visit can make all the difference. Reach out to those who might need help and let them know that they matter this season and every day. The resource liveonutah.org. That's liveonutah.org. Supported by the Strong Auto Group.
Mazda, a season to move you event, is going on now at Tim Daly Mazda Murray. Get a 2025 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-30 for 0%. Want more? We'll have the 2025 Mazda CX-70. Yes, 0% for all these Mazda CX models. Drive away in a new 2025 from Tim Daly Mazda Murray off 4500 South and State Street. Mazda, a season to move you event, is going on now at Tim Daly Mazda Murray. Get a 2025 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-30 for 0%. Want more? We'll have the 2025 Mazda CX-70. Yes, 0% for all these Mazda CX models. Drive away in a new 2025 from Tim Daly Mazda Murray off 4500 South and State Street.
This time of year, a good hoodie is absolutely essential. And the American Giant Classic Full Zip Hoodie is made to last a lifetime. With timeless style, heavyweight fleece, and durable details, you can depend on it for years to come. Snag the hoodie that will bring you comfort for life, the American Giant Classic Full Zip, and save 20% off your first order at american-giant.com when you use code CLASSIC24 at checkout. That's 20% off your first order at american-giant.com. Code CLASSIC24. Being helpful if you share prescriptions, that you're sharing your concern, or what you're really
what up, Zach? Zachary? Hi.
with other drugs or supplements.
Hello. Hates, plays, bro.
So please share your compassion. Just never share.
Hi, guys.
Learn more at knowyourscript.org.
Hi, everyone. No. My name is Eddie Kennedy.
So,
Beautiful.
I wrote a book called Flying Saucer
Sup,
Investigators. It's my
people?
first UFO book.
Bro.
It covers a period from basically
Yeah, it's cold
Ken
outside.
Burns' sighting on June 24th, 1947 to the termination of Project Blue Book. I wanted to write a follow-up book to that called The UFO Investigators.
Real the
And I realized that
Jax.
the
What do you mean?
80s gets really crazy. It becomes what a lot of people have turned a
How's everybody doing?
circus. So I thought I'd take a stab at it.
I'm stuck in VR.
Over at Podcast UFO.
What's that mean?
I realized the culmination of the 80s insanity was pretty
Just
much
trying not to go to sleep before going into work. Where's everybody from?
Exclamation point. And on that show, it was basically a showcase for the Roswell.
Another vehicle.
By Bill Moore, James Chandray, and Stanton Friedman. Also the MJ12 papers.
Sitting here waiting to go in.
And the whole show was the lead
Seat's
up
pretty empty.
to the revelation by 2 government insiders, Falcon and Condor, who were shown in shadow with their voices disguised, which are
Most certainly. A guy named Richard Doty, a self-proclaimed CIA-trained Air Force Office of Special Investigations disinformation agent, and Robert Collins, who was also in the military intelligence community. Collins actually wrote a book with Doty called Exempt from Disclosure, where he states that he was Condor and Doty was Falcon. So I wrote a blog called Behind the Scenes of UFO Cover-Up Live. Ended up being a 5-part series because it's a very complex story. And then I also wrote a series on the whole abduction phenomenon.
Going into work.
That ended up being, I think, a 2-part series. The whole abduction thing pretty much imploded in really in 2010 with the revelation that one researcher was making inappropriate suggestions to one of his subjects. So I figured I could get a book out of both of those. I realized that both these sets of blogs told a story, and that I could probably get a book out of them.
Right there.
And
it is
basically get all the insanity
9 o'clock.
out of the way, so I could then go
That's
back
my
and write
boss.
the follow-up to UFO
right there.
saucer investigators called the UFO Investigators.
He's kind of weird. He's Mormon.
On the,
He's a weird Mormon guy. It's 9 o'clock p.m.
Okay, so
Utah Mountain Time. Where are you at? What time is it over there?
Is that what you're saying? His purpose was to spread misinformation.
Basically, this
Where are you
seems
from?
to be an actual disinformation program.
11. Oh.
The Air Force Office of Special Investigations.
How's the weather over there?
A guy named Paul Benowitz.
Guess I'll turn it around.
Who was a military contractor who made a company called Thunder Scientific.
It's like Rob Zombie waiting for
the Air Force.
the snowstorm. We already had one the day before yesterday. No, yesterday. I know, shoveling.
Kirtland Air Force Base in the storage area. He started taking footage, but he also set up radio surveillance.
Yeah, I guess I should put my shoes on.
Messages, and then he became convinced that they were messages from aliens. And he actually programmed his own computer.
Is it cold over there?
He claimed to actually be able to decode these alien messages. So he really got it into his head that he was in contact with real aliens flying the ships he was seeing. So he contacted Kirtland Air Force Base, said, hey, I think you guys got a security problem.
Yeah. It is here.
A meeting was arranged.
I can stand it.
He presented his suspicions.
I'm cold. I've been here long enough for it to be used to the cold.
Richard Doty, an Air Force Office of Special Intelligence Special Agent, was
Not my shoes.
him, and when he saw the surveillance equipment in the Kirtland Air Force Base, he realized we've got a problem. So it seems that he was tasked with neutralizing Benowitz.
I'm not sure.
And he seems to choose to do so, and probably with the sanction by his superiors to convince
Crazy.
that yes, you actually are seeing aliens.
So,
And Benowitz was also
you guys believe in the aliens?
Which is to the north, around Archuleta Mesa, and he believed there was an underground alien base there. And he also
Where
encouraged
are
that
the
belief.
aliens
He
at?
also targeted, since Benowitz was a member of the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization, and William Moore, who wrote the Roswell incident with Charles Berlitz was the director of research at APRO.
Yeah, I agree.
More, and Linda Moulton Howe was also in contact with Benowitz. She was about to put out a documentary, and so she was
I think
also
it's
targeted.
government made.
And the reason most likely is that there was concern that some of Benowitz's findings,
Government
which, you know,
experiments.
if he was looking at, if he was intercepting classified radio signals,
You know what I mean?
probably worried that some of this stuff is information we show up in the Apple Bulletin and in Linda Moulton Howe's documentary. So they should have been targeted as well in our stories.
Barely people here
the story
today.
Of, that whole
Work.
situation is in the book.
What I noticed.
Really unreal. And the reason why it's interesting you mentioned Linda, because she quotes Richard Doty all the time,
Yeah.
as if he's just matter of fact all the time. For years he's done that.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And so, okay, let's stay on Richard Doty for a second. Why? Okay. So, to give me some instances, to give me some things that he said.
Gas.
A lot of people that listen to the show, they're very
I don't
familiar
know
with him. But you give me some
what to
instances
think of it yet.
some things that he's talked about that
But
has
it's
been
interesting to
proven
listen
be
to
misinformation.
things about it.
Well, in the Mirage Men, there's a documentary about this whole situation called Mirage Men. In his face graces the cover of it. One thing they bring up is this whole Project Circle.
Taylor.
I think it has something to do with
Tyler?
Stargates. I'm not too familiar with Project Circle. But this was
94.
well after the whole Benowitz thing came out.
These what?
And
Wait a minute. Is Circle where they were supposed to
These
be some type
nuts.
of planetary exchange
Wow.
of people?
Something I would have
You know,
said.
that's what it is.
okay, yeah. So in the documentary,
You're funny.
people come forward saying that they actually traced the
These
whole Project
nuts.
Circle thing directly to Doty's computer. So that's
Wow.
one instance.
Sound like my
Another,
brothers.
Instance that is actually admitted
That's
during this
cool.
period
I have brothers.
with Moore and
You
Benowitz,
deleted
or was what's called
Really?
the Project Aquarius document.
I don't care, I
And
find it
he
funny.
gave that to Moore specifically to give
People
to,
are weird.
and Moore and he will speak about this. Gave it to Moore specifically to give to Benowitz, and Benowitz never gave it to anybody else, so it didn't turn out to be
Yeah, and that.
effective. Things didn't work out the way they wanted them to, but it seems he also showed it to Linda Moulton Howe, and it,
That Jason.
one thing in there is
No.
a statement that
It's
an
not.
official-looking document, and one thing in the document
That's my
is a
scarecrows.
statement that the extraterrestrials,
And my skulls.
person here on Earth,
Anonymous.
2,000 years ago, to teach us civilization.
Those are a bunch of
essentially
skulls.
Jesus. So Linda Moulton Howe seems to
Yeah.
have been very affected by this, but that's an instance
weird.
directly linked to
Rob Zombie.
here the direct quotation. The extraterrestrial biological
No,
entities
Jason.
known as EDP or ED.
No, that's
So ED
a
reported that
biomask.
2,000 years ago, his ancestors planted a human creature on Earth to assist the inhabitants of Earth in developing a civilization.
looks like Jason. Yeah.
So,
No.
and that's, she was, Linda Moulton Howe,
A lot of
says that she
people
was shown
like
what
my
sounds
car.
like the same
It has a
similar
lot of
briefing document by
personality.
Doty in 1983.
You know, like my bullhorns.
This is amazing. Okay.
See my bullhorns?
I mean, because Linda is a highly regarded
Some
investigative journalist.
lady
She's
from
very
work
good
gave
at
me
her
the
job,
bullhorns
she's
and
one
I
of the
stick
few
them on
that,
my car.
You know, she doesn't mind or has never minded being in front of the camera for years, talking about, you know, cattle mutilations and things like that. So a lot of people would take
Yeah,
her
they
work
are.
more seriously.
good.
So she would be a natural target for misinformation.
I like
Yeah.
and his music.
I mean, if you look in documents, regarding the intelligence community's concern with UFO groups,
God.
they
It's
almost
in my
always
face.
have to do with the fear that
Mazda, a season to movie event, is
God, he
going
turned him
on
off.
now at Tim Daly Mazda Murray. Get a 2025 Mazda.
Yeah, gotta love his, you seen his newest one? The Monsters. That one's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Should watch it.
Serious interactions with other drugs or supplements you didn't know your friend or family member was taking.
I think he did a pretty good job. I like how he makes everything look classic.
Share your compassion. Just never share your meds. Learn more at
Well, you should try it out.
Mazda, a season to movie event, is going
pretty
on
good.
now at Tim Daly Mazda
It's
Murray.
pretty
Get a
funny.
2025 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda
Gotta love
CX-30 for
his
0%.
movies.
Want more? We'll have the 2025 Mazda CX-70. Yes, 0% for all these Mazda CX models. Drive away in a new 2025 from Tim Daly Mazda Murray off 4500 South and State Street.
It is. It's unique. It's very unique. I like unique because I'm unique.
that you're sharing your concern. But what you're really sharing are things you never
What
knew.
you're really
Severe
sharing.
allergic reactions. Serious interactions with other drugs or supplements you didn't know your friend or family member was taking. Complications from pregnancy that hasn't even been announced yet.
I make airbag parts.
So please share your compassion. Just never share your meds. Learn more at
I make
knowingsource.com.
the parts that make the airbag ignite.
find classified documents that
Airbag parts.
relate to UFOs might actually find classified documents that relate
So,
to
you know those-
secret government
I don't know if
projects
you guys have
or
billboards
military
over there.
projects that
They say
might
how to
in
leave
turn,
with the teddy
get
bear.
into the hands of our
to
adversaries.
save lives.
So
Someone's
that's
backing
usually
up.
the concern. And where an intelligence agency will intervene or get involved with a UFO group. And you can see this in many documents that are gotten through FOIA. You can go to the FBI.
It's pretty much
site.
production.
They have a site called the Vault. CIA also has the site. And you can find those sorts of documents in both those sites. So it seems the concern is that
I am in Reway, and I'm the one who ships the
might be
parts.
getting unwittingly receiving
Yeah, you
classified
shouldn't have parked
information
them right there.
about real military projects and intelligence projects in past and
Gotta love the
spreading them
lights.
or even getting directly to any agents that might have infiltrated the groups.
Let me, okay. I gotta stay on Linda for one moment here. Let me talk about, as far as Richard Doty is concerned, let's hold off on Linda. Okay, let me
What's
ask
this
your
guy
opinion,
doing?
Charles. Why have him spread misinformation?
To bring up the laughter curtain to
Oh,
make
hey,
them seem
buddy, what's up?
uncredible. So if you tell Linda that the extraterrestrials placed Christ here on Earth, and she is spreading that really brings up the laughter curtain against her. So it kills her credibility in the event that she puts out a documentary that contains classified information.
Her credibility has been damaged
Oh,
in
here
any way
comes
over
some
the
more
years, or do you
people.
think people have given her more credence?
9:12.
I say, Linda, I don't want to.
9:30, which
which
is 11:30 Parasite's time.
She believes in them strongly. And
Yeah. I mean, they pay good.
You know, she's sort of in the same camp as, let's just say she makes, I really don't want to get into,
Okay, you don't have to.
well,
I just want to ask. Okay, no. I love Linda. Don't get me wrong. I do love her.
she's earned this, yeah, I
She
really,
tries her best.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
She has to come to her own conclusions about things. Okay. So, let me ask you something about while Richard Doty here, and under whose direction? I mean,
Air Force Office and Special Investigations is the Air Force.
Yeah, I remember.
okay, and who has, from your research, who has
Remember
more
telling me
insight
it was
into
11
UFO
o'clock.
activity? Are branches of the
Your time.
armed forces, are they sharing information among themselves? Is there one central agency or
I
that's
started at
handling?
9:40
Now it's the all-domain aerial.
and work until 6 a.m.
I
And
mean,
that's when I
historically,
go live for the drive
after
home.
Blue Book was terminated, except for that brief period where Robert
just
Bigelow
for
got a
fun.
contract to essentially
And
investigate
things
Skinwalker
people
Ranch.
say.
There
Things
was no
people
official
say.
government involvement. For
Pretty
most of its
crazy.
history, in the first book I wrote, The UFO Investigators, you can see it was
Yeah,
public
I
relations
work
nightmare.
graves. I like
And
my
the Air
grave
Force was
hours.
extremely happy to get out from there. So there is a rumor about this group called the Aviary.
You know, when you can't really sleep through the
secret
night, why
government,
not work?
Excuse me, government intelligence insiders. And
Yeah, it
it
takes
came
me
about
45
William
minutes to
Moore
get
and
to
Stanton
work.
Freeman and Jimmy Shannery, when they were
For now.
researching the Roswell incident,
Squatting at my
and,
brother's house.
actually came upon the MJ-12 documents, also known as the Eisenhower briefing documents. Jamie Shannery received them in his mail in 1984 before they developed a roll of film. And when they an exposed roll of film, and when they developed the pictures, they turned out to be the documents.
You know, when
So while they
everything's
were
in storage and
researching
you just
Roswell
have
and the
clothes
MJ-12
and sleep
documents,
on the
they started
couch.
making these government contacts.
Yeah, I hate it.
And they gave them bird names, and the bird names ended up becoming.
That's what happens when your
because they gave them
landlord
all
tells
bird
you,
names,
oh,
the
you
group
got
became
30
known as
days
the
to get out because I have to sell my place.
Rumors started growing if this was an official
happened.
group, but it's really just a bunch of intelligence guys that
Hola.
know each other, have an interest
Jake
in UFOs,
13.
and talk to each other about them. And what's interesting is they show up.
Just on live
some
before
of
I
the
go into
group
work at
actually showed up
9:30 is when I
recently
turn it
to
off.
to the Stars Academy. And before that, some were like, for instance, Hal Puthoff.
The other day I fell asleep in the car.
Who were members of the National Institute of Discovery Science.
Ended
Robert
up
Bigelow's
being late.
Yes. What about this aviary group? Are they still going, or
It's like
you know?
20
They're
minutes
not a real
late.
thing.
They're not a real thing. Okay, gotcha.
It's not an organized group. The people.
That's why I'm on live right
like,
now,
for
so I don't
instance,
fall
Hal
asleep.
Puthoff is still, I think, recently briefed Congress along with
Jake 13, how are you?
Christopher Mellon.
Yeah,
So Hal Puthoff.
that's because of the lack of sleep. It's hard
for instance.
being in my brother's house.
And so
A lot of noise.
So these are basically
His kids
guys
are
that,
very
because they're human
active.
beings, are interested in the same sorts of things that we
He's active sometimes.
are. Some of us.
You're saying it's not an official
Not an official
organization?
No.
Gotcha.
Yes, check.
The cats like
Gotcha. Okay,
jump
let me ask
on
you
me.
something about FOIA. Yeah, I know. I mean, we have the ability to request
Yeah, that's why I
information.
fell
To me,
asleep
that's
in the
another
car.
way for them to send out misinformation. I mean,
I need a
why
vacation.
would people think that requesting those documents they would get the truth? I mean, those documents can be manipulated. They can put anything they want and send them out. Here's your answer or whatever. Do you believe FOIA
Yeah, they're evil.
documents are being
They're my daughter's cats.
used to spread more misinformation?
I don't see the purpose.
So
I
when
think the
she
UFO
moves, she
community
can
does a
take them
fine
with her.
job of spreading the information all by itself. And I'm not the first person to have said that.
Well, what I'm saying is, if
Yeah.
they want, if the UFO community
One
say
of
they
her-
want
one of the
some,
cats
they know for a fact something
woke
happened
me up by
or
scratching me
whatever,
in the
and they
across the
request a FOIA
face.
on it, the government can just give
Here,
them something and say, no, it, you know,
here.
it really didn't happen, knowing that it did. I mean,
I
in
had
instances like
a
that.
little
That's a
scar right there
that's a
from
possibility, but that's speculation. So, you know what
just
I'm
woke
saying?
up to a cat going.
Let's get into your book here, okay? Because
Yep.
your book is really, really good. And I have all kinds of marks in here.
It's a twisted tale with a lot of twists.
It
They
is,
can
but
be
it's a good
evil.
twisted tale. It's a good one.
Uh,
First of all,
Yeah,
let me
only
ask you
reason I
before
have
ask you
cats
about
is
this
because of
Betty
my
and Barney
daughter.
case. Do you believe
They're her
that
cats.
alien life exists, that they are
That's the only
interacting,
reason I deal with them is because they're my
entities are
daughter's
flying around in
cats.
our skies interacting with us on our planet?
I
believe
grew up
there's
with
something
dogs.
strange and
5
unexplainable that
dogs.
people are
And they were all
experiencing.
from big to
As
tiny.
to what its true nature is, I think that's
No.
a mystery. I
5
think
kids.
there's definitely a possibility
Dog
that
each.
it's alien. I think it's also a
Except for
possibility
one, like
that
my mom.
it's interdimensional. I'm open to both. But as to, you know, I personally have never seen anything or experienced anything
Where are
of
you
that
from,
nature.
Jake?
So, you know, I keep an open mind to both possibilities.
I like to know where everybody's
So,
from.
yeah,
It's pretty
you know,
interesting.
I'm absolutely an enthusiast, and you know, I write a blog every week and explore. Essentially, what I do is explore cases, but I do
Yeah.
so from
What
as an
guys up
from a
to?
as an historian, and I use as much journalistic
going into
discipline
work
as I can
soon.
muster. I try and keep my own opinions out. And just
10
present
minutes. 10
the
more
story
minutes
as
with you
told as much
guys.
as possible from original sources, as close to the
So
event
thank
as
you
possible.
for
Um,
being here
so-
and chatting with
from
me.
doing this, I
It's really
do see
nice to
time
get to
and time
know
again things that are really
my
weird, really
viewers.
strange, and unexplainable by, you know, prosaic terms.
Okay, tell me
My
about something that you
subscribers.
investigated over the years. Then we're gonna get your book.
Well, I'll tell you like
know,
patterns I see. Okay,
get
for
to
instance,
know
one
each
thing that
other.
shows up time and time again that a lot of people don't
Not
really
good
know
at
about,
this, but I do
is,
my best.
Klieg conjunctivitis, which is essentially
Yes, I
pink eye. Your eyes
do
are
it for
burned by
fun.
ultraviolet light, essentially. I'm a welder, so it's also I've had
What is
it's-
that?
Welders get what's called welder's burn, and it hurts like anything. And your eyes get all red and irritated, and your teardrops irritate them as well. So that makes it even worse. So that's a common complaint among
Another
people
cone.
who
Well,
are UFO witnesses.
starting to
As
fill
well
up.
as sunburn that comes up time and time again. So those, that for instance, are two things that I see coming up over and over again. And John Keel actually brings that up in the Mothman prophecies and some of his other works. So that's an instance where you see, well, you know,
Used to
they,
have-
not only did they say they saw something, but
Used to
there's
babysit my
physical evidence.
son's snake.
And often a doctor's visit tells them that, you know, that there's something to it. And since it's not commonly
Well,
known,
the parking lot's filling up.
it's quite unlikely, it's fairly unlikely that the witness would have made that up as part of their story.
Have you ever investigated a case where there's been environmental evidence?
Oh yeah, you know, I can't say that I research cases. So
Yeah, I
I'm,
hope it
you know,
does
like I said,
too.
I'm a historian.
But it's been going
cases
slow.
I've researched, a lot of them. You're familiar
Thank
with
you,
Ted Phillips?
Parasite.
No, tell me about Ted Phillips.
Ted Phillips was
See you
just a
another
youngster
time.
when he made the acquaintance of Dr. J. Allen Hynek, who was a scientific consultant for the entirety of the Air Force's UFO
And
investigation.
you have a good
from
night.
Signed to Project Grudge and then ultimately Project
Sleep
Blue Book.
tight.
And Hynek advised Ted
See
Phillips to
ya.
specialize. And Phillips chose physical trace cases.
See you later.
So Ted Phillips left a
Oh, you're
long
welcome.
string of cases that he investigated. One of the most famous was
Hope
called
you
the
have some
Delphos
great
Brain.
dreams.
I believe that was maybe 73. in Delphos, Kansas,
Dream awesome.
and a young man out with his dog saw a craft, said it landed, and when it left behind a ring that actually glowed. His mother and father came out. His mother touched it. It made her fingers numb, and then she rubbed her leg, and it made her leg numb as well. So that's something that Phillips investigated.
I'm gonna be going.
So he would frequently, when investigating cases, find traces in the form of rings and other sorts of marks like indentations.
Not
and
single.
he would do inspection tests on the indentations.
It's complicated.
To determine the weight of whoever might have made them, and quite frequently came up with a number of, I think, around 2 tons. So yeah, there's a long string of physical trace cases, specifically.
Sometimes I want to be.
I also found
sometimes I feel like.
There's one.
Shit, my son's here.
I think it's from 1964 in New Mexico. A young boy named Charles.
Probably younger than me.
Playing out in the backyard of his grandmother's laundromat, and with his grandmother watching, a black diamond-shaped top-shaped craft, about 5 feet tall, flew over his head and shot flames down over him and caught his hair on fire. And he ran
How old are
to
you?
the laundromat where they,
Jake,
a
13.
nurse was doing her laundry, actually helped put out the fire in his hair. He was taken to the hospital, and his whole face swelled up to the point where his nose disappeared, and he was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and there are newspaper articles all about this.
Okay, never mind here.
And he said he experienced no pain in the midst of this.
42.
And the only lasting effects after he healed up was he lost a little hearing, I think, in his left ear, and he needed glasses after that. So that's another weird case where you have a medical.
Thought Osiris wasn't working today.
Mazda, a season to movie event, is going on now at Tim Deli Mazda Murray. Get a 2025 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-30 for 0%. Want more? We'll have the 2025 Mazda CX-70. Yes, 0% for all these Mazda CX models. Drive away in a
42.
new 2025
Silly.
Tim Deli Mazda Murray off 4500 South and State Street.
They might think you're being helpful if you share prescriptions. But you're
42.
showing your concern. But what you really share are things you never
Proud
had.
of my age.
Severe allergic reactions. Serious interactions with other drugs or supplements you didn't know your friend or family member was taking. Complications for a pregnancy that hasn't even been announced yet. The wrong dosage for the wrong condition. So please share your compassion. Just never share your myths. Learn more at knowyourself.
Thank you.
Mazda,
Gracias.
the movie event is going on now.
Muchas gracias. I am mixed. I put Boricua in Utah because my dad is a Boricua and he passed away in 2018. And he made the best Boricua food. And he taught me. My mom is from Mexico City, so I am Puerto Rican and Mexican mixed. So that would be me. So I tell people that I am Mexican. Mexican. And I'm proud of both the Mexican and the Puerto Rican side. And I learn about both sides. Sometimes it's confusing, certain words, because, you know, you got mom would say something different. My dad would say something different. Yeah. It sure is. Well, it is time for me to go into work. I will see you the next time, or talk to you guys the next time. See you the next time. God, I got my badge. Alright, well. I do, so. It's hard to not to. Alright. I will see you guys tomorrow in the daylight on my way home. If not, the night when I go back to work. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like button and share. And I will see you guys later. Adios. Hasta luego. Ciao.